Hello, how you doing? Happy Thursday morning. This is Chuck again with InShapeMD and HappyLee Fitness, and I'm going to talk to you about a key word that is really important: consistency. Why am I talking about this today? I often come to you guys and we talk about nutrition and we talk about fitness, and today we talk about self-help. And why? Because it's really important to me, because people are struggling in a lot of different ways. But one of the reasons they're struggling is lack of consistency. It's really important that you get this, and I want to talk about it in a lot of different ways. So, would you agree consistency is really important? But I'm going to tell you why. And you take consistency for granted when it's done really well, and you really notice it when it's not done well at all. So if you're looking to be good in anything, I'm telling you, one of the top 5 keys is always going to be consistency. If you want a great relationship with your family, consistency on your end and their end is very important. If you want a great relationship with your children, you being consistent in how you listen and how you address them and how they do the same for you goes a long way in having a great relationship. Would you guys agree? Well, we're talking about today the consistency in business. I know so many friends of mine that are young business people. Maybe they're, hey, Mike Petty, think like salespeople out on the road, or they own a small company. And some companies are doing really well, and some companies are doing okay, and some are doing really poor, and they exit out the door. Why? Probably for lack of consistency. And I'm going to go into a little bit of detail here in the next 4 minutes so that you really can get this, because I know a little bit about this. I've been very fortunate in my life to own a couple businesses. And my businesses have all done well. Knock on wood. I'm not saying that I know something that other people don't, but I'm really big on being consistent on a lot of little details, and I want to share some of that with you. I used to own a business called Identikid, and it was a national franchise, and our franchise was one of the top 5 in the country. And I really marked it up to the consistency in the way that we dealt with the schools, the principals, and the parents, and what they could expect from us. I used to run a company called Big Vanilla, and I was the executive director. And that company was ranked as one of the top 50 gyms in the country as far as revenue. That's a big deal when there are literally 100,000 facilities out there. But it was our consistency and what our customers could expect from us. Currently, I own a business called InShapeMD. We're number 1 in the country as far as revenue generated for all the franchises for InShapeMD, which we are now our own company, not part of that franchise. So again, I would attribute when people say, why are you guys doing so well? It's consistency. What should you expect from us? Not you, because it's a business. So let's go down this a little bit and make sure that you really understand, because little things in business, like, when do you open? Do you open on time? I have a business not far from me, just 30 feet from me. I see them. They say they're going to open every day at 9 o'clock, 9:10, 9:11, 9:14. Never 9 o'clock, never on the dime. I see customers sitting outside waiting, shaking their head in disgust, frustrating. Simple thing, right? When you say you're going to do something, just do it. What a simple message to put out there, but most people can't remain consistent. So take the other hand. Maybe you say you're going to meet somebody at a certain time and you never make it. You're that guy who's always 5 minutes late. That's your level of consistency. You're known to be the late guy. Not good. How about be the early guy? Wouldn't it be nice to be known as he's always early, or she's always early? You can count on them. And those are key words in consistency, is I can count on you. Count on you in a good way, or count on you in a bad way. So how are you measuring or being measured for being consistent? Because it goes in either direction, right? And the idea is that, like answering the phone, you call a business and they're so consistent that you can appreciate it and how they answer that phone. Other times you could call a business and they're so inconsistent, it drives you crazy. Have you ever experienced when you talk to a company and you need some customer support and they transferred you to someone else and that person was saying something totally different than the other person? That drives you insane. Where's the level of consistency? So consistency can be in a sales approach. You come into my building and someone talks to you about fitness membership, they should be saying exactly the same things that I'm saying. And if they talk to Lee, the same things that I said or Jim Cleveland says. And if they come into your building and they talk to 10 people, it should be exactly the same message all the way around. That's one little category of consistency, but these are things that put people in the right path. Look, there are successful franchises out there. You know, a Chick-fil-A, pretty consistent. If I go to Rosedale Chick-fil-A or Severna Park Chick-fil-A or Georgia Chick-fil-A, I've done all that pretty consistent, right? And I give them credit for their training, but franchises all have a certain look. That's a consistency no matter what it is. If it's fast food, they all kind of look the same, but then it changes immediately, you know, as soon as you walk to the counter and how are you treated. But that's one example. But in everything, are you consistent every single day in what you're doing? And the idea is that what are the attitudes of the employees? There's nothing that drives somebody more crazy than, you know, you got some employees that work there and like they act like they're doing you a favor by you doing business with them. No way. It's got to be a level. You know, if you're the owner, it starts with you. And if you recognize an employee who's anything but super grateful with a positive smile and attitude with a customer, they got to go. Now. It's got a level they're so consistent that you could never find, like, I dare you to find a flaw in the game. Doesn't mean you won't have any. You should strive not to have any. That's what I'm talking about. And when things are just the opposite of the things that I'm saying, right, there's real problems. So when you take consistency, you know, we rely on it as consumers. We want the mailman to be consistent. They deliver rain, snow, sleet, or shine. That mail's coming. You can count on it no matter what, right? You want that UPS man to be there. If you order for next day, it's there next day at 11 o'clock. You want that, and you appreciate that because you know they can deliver. And you can name 100 businesses that do that really well, but you could also name a lot of businesses that don't, and guess what? They're gone. They don't make it. It won't happen. They can't survive. And the idea is that this goes for anybody at any time. That consistency is a key. The other night in our Tuesday nights with Chuck and Lee, I talked a little bit about consistency, but I wanted to expand upon this because I think it affects us in every area of our life, you know? And I said that you can't have success by being consistent for a short period of time. Being consistent for a sustained period of time, a long period of time, will create great results. That's what you want. So every day, do you have your approach? Every day. You know, yesterday I tweaked my knee, unfortunately, and I have swelling in my knee and I'm limping. But I could have stayed in bed, but I'm here every day at a certain time. I'm here because I think my customers rely on that level of consistency. You say, well, that's a little overboard. But you know what? I'm brainwashed to think I need to be consistent. People need to count on me the same way every single day. And they can expect that our company's going to deliver a certain way today, no matter what. Either me or somebody else, but it's got to be delivered. So take those little tips with you today and ask yourself, where are you falling short? Are you consistent? Do you have a game plan written out every day? Do you deliver it the same way every single day? Do you respond to people in a timely manner every single day? You know, are you on time every single time? You know, you want to be consistent. Don't get the reputation that you're the guy who just never shows up on time. That's a horrible consistency. You don't want that. So when you look at companies that are doing great, I bet they're super consistent. And when you look at people who are doing poor, I bet they are super consistent, just in the wrong direction. So until the next time, hope you enjoyed this tip of the day for business and for yourself. I'll talk to you again. This is Chuck Hall. Have a great day. Bye-bye.